Hi there, it's SquareXO episode 5. I'm Joe, I'm joined by Dan.
Hi there.
And we're back for 2017 year of podcasts, since we only really just started late 2016. So this is going to be a, what do you call it, year? An important year? A fun year? I don't know. Milestone year. Big year.
Yeah. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Get that in there quick.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's too late in the month to say Happy New Year or not. Depends when you're listening. But.
Not if we've not talked to the people who are listening before, then it's fine. You could kind of say it in June if they hadn't listened until then. So remind me in June to say Happy New Year to new listeners.
I'll make a note.
Good. Okay, right. Episode 5, as I say, before we start, let's go through all this business of visiting our website at squarexo.co.uk, following us on Twitter at square_XO. Did I get that right?
Yeah, that's correct. I remembered.
youtube.com/JoeAndersonWater. And I don't know if I've missed anything else. Remember to like and subscribe to us and leave us reviews on iTunes and stuff like that. Right, good. That's all that out of the way. And try and remember it so I don't need to say it again.
Right, good job.
That's it. Good. Okay, right. So first things first, game news. There's not a lot since it's the second week in January. So there's not a lot of gaming news, but hey, we've got some things. So that's good enough. And probably the biggest bit of gaming news over the past few weeks is that Mass Effect Andromeda has been dated finally for March 23rd in the UK. That game you're looking forward to?
I've not played the others, so no. I know everyone. Well, a lot of people rave about Mass Effect, but I've never played any of them. It was an Xbox exclusive, wasn't it, initially?
The original one was, originally. But is it still? What happened? I don't remember because I had the original on Xbox. In fact, I've got all three on Xbox 360. Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. I don't think I've got any of them on PlayStation, so I'm a bit unsure if the original came out in PlayStation eventually or not, but I know Mass Effect 2 and 3 definitely did.
Didn't they release it as like an interactive kind of cutscene, the first one, when Mass Effect 2 got ported?
Like that, wasn't it? So I don't think the original actually released in PlayStation, for what I remember. But I mean, to be honest, I really never spent a lot of time with them. I played Mass Effect the original quite a bit, and then Mass Effect 2 I don't really remember much about. Mass Effect 3 I spent quite a bit of time with. It's one of these games where you wish they would just sort of release them again so you could play through them before it comes out.
That's what I was going to say. Because the playthroughs kind of carried on, would you now have to buy it on Xbox One to carry over your playthroughs of the original trilogy?
Probably.
Or does it? I don't know enough about it, whether it carries on.
You can play if you own them on Xbox 360 already, which I do all three. I could play them on Xbox One now as backwards compatible titles, but I doubt your save file carry over, so I don't know. But I'm excited for it, but it's one of these games I'm not fussed if I've played too much of the originals. The original 3, I'm sure you'll be able to pick it up. It's nothing kind of mega. You just pick it up and carry on. So but it's been dated, so there's a lot of people excited about that, I noticed. So good.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'll have time to play the other 3 before that comes out. I'm not sure whether I'm massively bothered about Mass Effect. So
same with me. I'm kind of, I don't know. There's other things coming out. I think Horizon's coming out on the 1st of March, so that's something I'm a bit more excited about than Mass Effect.
Definitely.
So hopefully I'll still be playing Horizon by the time Mass Effect comes out, if it's a big game and it's good, so we'll see. Also, next bit of news, Sony has announced during the Las Vegas Consumer Electronics Show that PS4 global sales are now over 53.4 million, with 6.2 million units sold from November 21st to January 1st. So in the space of about just over a month, they sold 6.2 million PlayStation 4s to
it's crazy.
Put it up to 53.4 million. So that's pretty good.
Yeah. Very impressive. Still no stats split how many PS4 Pro have sold though.
Nah, but you could probably say 55 million by financial year end April, so they should hit 50, because obviously the sales slow down after Christmas. But even if they hit 1 million every 2 months, they should hit the 55 million mark by March, April, no worries. So
it's mental. It's a lot of consoles, isn't it? Although I thought about this after we spoke about it last time. Thing is, I own 3. So if you took on average that people might own multiple amounts, there might only be like 25 million households that have a PS4.
We have 6 between. Actually, I've got 4 in the house. I've got my anniversary one. I've got 2 downstairs, and Jordan, my son, owns one. So that's 4 we've got in our house. So that's 7 between us.
Yeah, so that's crazy. So it is a massive number, but I do wonder how many people have a couple of them. Not that that matters. It's the
same with Xbox, isn't it? That people might own an Xbox One, but they've bought an Xbox One S as well.
Yeah,
so
it's true.
But yeah, also during the same period, PS4 software sales reached over 50.4 million units. Now this is for the period of November 21st to January 1st.
Okay.
So obviously they've sold 50 million games, and
so it's pretty much
just over a month.
One game per unit, pretty much.
Yeah, near enough for that month. So that's pretty impressive. Yeah. And finally, Sony also announced that its flagship title for 2016, Uncharted 4, reached 8.7 million copies sold worldwide across retail and digital, with the Uncharted 4 PS4 bundle being one of its most popular deals.
Wow, so it's quite a big amount when you like we've just mentioned. If you consider that actually maybe there's only 30 million PS4 households, it's a pretty big number of Uncharted 4 selling.
Yeah, that's not bad. So, but someone was saying a lot of those 6.2 million units that were sold between November 21st to January 1st came with Uncharted. So
so I suppose there were a few packs.
So I don't know if that's kind of all included. So we'll see. I don't know.
Doesn't matter though, does it? As far as I suppose Naughty Dog are concerned, it's revenue, it's sales. It's
sold is sold. 8.7, nearly 9 million units is pretty impressive, really.
Yeah.
Other news: Activision's licensed titles are going missing from digital stores. So this was things like was it the Turtles game?
Yeah, I jumped straight online. So I went straight to Shop 2. That had gone up to 40 quid there. So then went straight to Poster Bargain. Saw Base.com had it for 17 quid. But then once I got to Base.com, it was down to 15. So I bought one. Because it's a Platinum game, isn't it? Yeah. So I really like them. So I've been holding off. But now that it's kind of been killed online, it's not going to be long until it's killed hard copy as well, and prices do go up. So yeah, there was a couple of others, wasn't there? There was Turtles, it was Spider-Man,
Amazing Spider-Man 2, I believe.
I don't know if they've come back. I did read that it happened a couple of years ago with Deadpool. I think they took that off the stores, and then the license was renewed and it came back. But like with Spider-Man, I don't see how they can renew the license when Sony are making their own game. So
yeah, I don't think that will be renewed, and maybe it's the same Turtles. Maybe they're going to get someone else to make the games now. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I thought it was a good chance to pick up something that might end up being rare in a couple of years.
Okay, I've got a few more bits of news. Let It Die, the free-to-play PS4 action game, managed to get 1 million downloads in just over 3 weeks. Remember, it is free-to-play, but it got 1 million downloads, so I mean, that's not too bad. I think PSX probably helped the fact that it was advertised there, going, it's free to download now.
Have you downloaded it?
Nah.
Nah, neither have I.
It's a free-to-play game. I'm not really interested in free-to-play games, so I think I'll pass. I might go to it if I get bored one day.
I think we spoke about it before, because I love his other games, but because of that one being free to play, I'm not interested either. It just turns me off. So I was disappointed, and I haven't played it, so I can't comment. But
right, Diablo. I don't know much about this. Diablo 3 has been patched for PS4 Pro. Now I think let me have a look at my shelf. Yep, Diablo 3 is still on my shelf, but I've played it for about 20 minutes or something, I think.
You didn't review it off that 20 minutes.
Oh, I don't remember. I think I played 20 minutes. I don't know if I reviewed it. If I did, I've probably played it for longer. But all I remember playing it for is 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But it's been on my shelf for years, so what do I know? The fact that I bought it would make me think I didn't review it. Because if I bought it, then I wouldn't have reviewed it. So, but I bought it because I quite like sort of RPGs, fantasy RPGs. But I've no doubt it's a cracking game, but I've just for some reason never got around to it much.
Yeah. My little brothers love, I'm sure it's Diablo 3 that they were playing together. I'm sure it was that. So, yeah, I've never played them, but the more PS4 Pro patches we get, the better.
Yeah, well, that's it. It's sitting on my shelf, so I'll get into that eventually. Okay, and finally, there was something saying Project Cars 2 may release this September because the developer was saying, oh, well, we're a bit behind in what we're doing, so the current estimate for release is September,
right.
Sorry. So that might be it, but I'm not fussed about that.
I've got the first one, but I've not put it in the console yet.
Yeah, it's another
Oh, no,
game.
I don't have it anymore. I gave it away. To someone, actually.
I've got it, but it's another game where I'm a bit like, I don't think I get round to it, because there was a lot of races come out at once or something. Okay. A few for 2016, Sony announced top digital games. I've put the top 5 down here because I can't be bored going through a list of 40. So top 5 digital games in order for 2016 were Rocket League, FIFA 17, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1, and Destiny Rise of Iron. Sorry about that. Rocket League beat two of the, you couldn't.
Well, it was free, though.
Say 3 of the biggest games of the year. Really.
But it was free, wasn't it? So, again, that number's slightly skewed.
It wasn't free the whole time.
No, true, but that would have given it a boost.
Wasn't it put free in 2015? So it wouldn't have been free in 2016. I'm pretty sure it was free in 2015.
I don't know.
For PlayStation Plus, but after that, it was what do you call it? You had to pay for it. And also outsold Final Fantasy 15 at retail, I think, as well.
What were the release date differences, though? Yeah, you're right. Rocket League was 2015 on PS Plus.
Rocket League's a beast. It was also the top selling in the top 5 digital games in the US. Rocket League was number 1 there as well. Battlefield 1 was 2nd. Minecraft was 3rd. Call of Duty was 4th, and The Division was 5th. So
it's crazy. Who develops Rocket League? I can't remember.
It's Psyonix. Yeah, Psyonix.
Yeah.
It's an absolute, it's a beast. It's doing so well, and it's a cracking game. It deserves its success. It's just another one of these ones that people really like, and it's took off.
Yeah, I haven't played it since, I can tell you exactly when, 11th of August 2015.
Great
game. That's when I got the last trophy. So.
I sometimes play it when the kids, whatever, with just nothing to do, sitting about, we'll have a go at that, 'cause it's a good multiplayer game, so it's quite fun just to play if you've got 5-10 minutes to think, no, what will we do? So I think I'd done a little let's play of it actually with Travis. I think we just sat and played it and recorded it for YouTube. That wasn't that long ago actually. That's when I think it was a new arena that came out, or a new car or something, can't remember. Right. Anyway, gaming charts. Today's gaming charts, because it's Monday when we're recording this. Call of Duty got the sort of first number 1 of the year. That makes it 8 weeks in a row, I believe. Is that 8? Yeah, it's 8 weeks at number 1 for Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. If it gets to 9 weeks, it will equal the second highest Call of Duty for consecutive number 1s, which is Modern Warfare 2. But to be the number 1, it would have to beat Black Ops 3, I think, which has got 13 consecutive number 1s.
So what, it's been number 1 for 9 weeks, is it?
8 weeks.
8 weeks, sorry.
If it gets to 9, it'll equal Modern Warfare 2's record, and if it gets to 13, it'll equal Black Ops 3 record, I believe.
Who's still buying it? I would love, who is buying and playing COD? Really? If anyone listening...
Well, obviously people are.
Yeah, I know, but it's crazy. If anyone's listening and on Twitter, I'm going to do a poll, actually, who buys COD still, because that's... To be at number 1 for that many weeks when there's been other good games released.
Yeah, but
it's
then
crazy in my
if
eyes.
you look at the rest of the top 5, it's got GTA, which has been in the chart for 40 weeks easily, in the top 40. I think it's been in the top 10 for about 35 of those weeks or something. GTA, Watch Dogs 2 is there, Battlefield 1, Call of Duty, all the usual suspects are all there or thereabouts. Not FIFA. I mean,
I've never played or owned GTA 5. I must be the only PS4 user.
So you say all these games come out, and it's always the same games that are top of the charts. I mean, everybody doing YouTube or whatever, like me or whatever, and I'm doing my YouTube, everybody'd be as well just picking one of those games and just specialising in it, because it seems to be the only games people really care about. Don't know what that noise was. Or just the noise. I've got
your voice.
I've got headphones in, and my computer's making noises, which is a bit weird. So
I think my chair's a bit squeaky, if you can hear that.
Squeaky chairs and TVs making noises, even though I've got the headphones in, which is weird. Oh well, never mind. Anyway, let's forget about that. So that's the gaming news.
Do we want to touch quickly on Switch? Oh no, we mentioned it a little bit before. Oh, there was that. The launch lineup was kind of leaked, wasn't it? But
Twitch, did you say, or Switch?
Switch, Nintendo Switch. I know we're a PlayStation podcast, but
did you say Twitch?
There was news over the last couple of days about what the launch lineup might be for the Nintendo Switch and whether people are happy with it or not. I don't know if you've seen it or what your thoughts were.
Nintendo Switch. I'm just thinking of the cost, really. To begin with, I've not seen any of the leaks regarding games or whatever, because I've kind of been ignoring them. But the cost, I'm thinking of. Oh, I've lost Dan. That's no good, is it? I'm still here though. We'll get him back again, and then we'll talk some more about Switch's price. His internet's obviously messed up or something, so that's why I'm still talking all by myself. Right, let's call him back. Come on, Dan. Let me find the right button, because I'm not doing it. Right, see if he comes back.
I'm back.
He's back. I kept talking.
I was like, no. I don't know what happened there. I just leant forward and, well, maybe my big metal head got in the way.
It's all that Switch talk.
Yeah.
Right, anyway, what I was saying about Switch is I reckon the price will be between $199 and $250.
Yeah.
From rumours, the $199 will be the base model, and $250 it might come with a game or whatever. But I've got a ton of credit, so I'm going to get one and do an unboxing, maybe do some reviews or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm not really a big Nintendo fan though, to be honest.
I will only get it if Breath of the Wild is a launch game, and probably only if it's less than £200.
Yeah, I mean, things like Zelda I'll probably enjoy, but I've never really been a Mario fan, and once you've played one Mario and Mario Kart, it's kind of the same to me. I just get a bit bored of it, because it's got this again.
Yeah, well, it'd be interesting to see. It'd be interesting to see the sales figures and all that, because I don't know whether, it's sad to say, I don't know whether Nintendo has had its day or not. I don't know. It'd just be an interesting few months, I suppose, when it comes out, to see what happens.
I'm still quite looking forward to it, because it was different. That if they bring out a Pokemon game on it, tell you what, it'll make me happy. If they bring out a Pokemon game, if they bring out a Zelda game, which we know they are, and they bring out Animal Crossing, then that's me sorted. I like those free games. The Splatoon, the new, I quite enjoyed the last Splatoon, so I guess I would maybe play a bit of the next one. And we'll see what else. There was rumours of something called Assassin's Creed Egypt or something, but that's probably a load of rubbish.
Yeah, I read that just before we started recording. Yeah, it will be interesting though to see what happens, and we'll see, I suppose. Okay. I was going to say something and forgot then.
Sticking with sort of rival platforms, the Xbox Scorpio's coming out this year, and obviously 6 teraflops, most powerful console ever, yada yada.
Do you think it will come out this year, first and foremost?
Yeah, they're making enough noise about it. It'll be out in November, I reckon. Yeah. I can't see it being delayed, the amount of noise they're making about it. They're going on and on and on. So.
And is it next gen or is it like PS4 Pro?
No, it's basically a better version of PS4 Pro. It's a more powerful console than PS4 Pro. It will provide true 4K gaming, and in that respect, it's apparently going to be good enough to do VR properly. But they're not releasing a VR headset. They're using third-party headsets, got Oculus and stuff. But apparently it's going to be able to run Oculus, which is quite impressive. But then Oculus costs an absolute fortune. So if you're going to buy a Xbox Scorpio, which is probably going to set you back, I reckon, about £500 the way they're talking about it. And then you get Oculus for what, 700? Or is it Oculus or is it the other one, 5? Oh no, I think it's Oculus. So I mean, you're probably talking near enough £1,500.
Yeah.
If you want the VR as well, so I don't know about that, but I mean,
I don't know if VR will still be around come the end of the year though.
But if the Xbox Scorpio is basically a bit hamstrung, it's a bit like the Pro. They say that there'll never be an exclusive game for it, and they say there'll never be an exclusive game for the Pro. So in that respect, they can only enhance it a little. So the best you're ever going to get is enhanced graphics. You're never going to get enhanced gameplay if it's going to give a disadvantage to those on the other consoles.
Yeah.
So you're kind of a bit stuffed. They're kind of hamstringing it a bit by saying, oh, it's not going to have any exclusives. It's the same with Pro, really. But do you get a feeling Sony's not going to hang around? No, if Microsoft's mouthing off going, oh, we've got the most powerful console, it's true 4K gaming, 4K Blu-rays and all that, and it starts selling like bucket loads and everybody starts abandoning PlayStation, then Sony's not going to hang around. They're going to go, right, here's our PlayStation 5 or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think at that price point, I don't think it will sell bucket loads though. And I think with the install base already of the PS4 quite large, I don't think Sony will be too worried.
It's too late. I mean, like I say, it's not a new console. It's more powerful Xbox One. That's what it is. It's not getting exclusives or anything. So the only people who's really going to upgrade is the people who are already on the Xbox, because I know for one, even though I own an Xbox already, I might upgrade that so that I can get this new one. But someone who just owns a PlayStation like you isn't going to go, alright, that's it, I'm going to sell all my games and basically start again.
Yeah.
Just so that I can get
So what's the
4K
Xbox One S? I thought that was 4K.
Nah, that's not. They like people to think it is, but it's not. All it does is offer it's basically an Xbox One with HDR gaming, but it's not 4K. But the way they falsely advertise it, they make it sound like it's 4K, but it's not. Yeah. It's basically a weaker version of the PS4 Pro. It
is a little bit confusing for consumers that aren't like switched on, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's almost,
they try and make it sound like it's a rival to PS4 Pro, but it's actually not. PS4 Pro is basically PlayStation's version of Scorpio, just a little bit weaker. But it's still sort of quite comparable, but not, if you know what I mean. Scorpio is much more powerful, but the PS4 Pro is much more powerful than the PS4 and the Xbox One S. So
it makes you wonder why they need to be that much more powerful when you're talking of Scorpio, because if it's only going to run the same games but in a higher resolution, it might need more power to run the higher resolution. Does it need that much more? I don't.
That's all it is. True 4K gaming, but no exclusives, just the Xbox One games. They're basically probably wanting to get their whole install base on the Scorpio, and then they can go, right, we can justify doing exclusives just for this now and leave the other one behind. That's what
I was going to say. I wouldn't be surprised.
They're doing the mouthing off sort of thing where they go, oh well, it'll never have exclusives. I bet it does. Bet in a year after it's out, it's got at least 1 or 2 exclusives. Bet it does.
I bet it does too.
They backtrack and everything. All companies do eventually, the backtrack and stuff, because it all comes down to money. So if they make an absolute fortune, Scorpio, and they sell 50 million units, they're going to go, right, well, people want this, people want exclusives, so we're listening to our audience, sort of thing. That's what they'll say.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting. I don't think it'll set the world on fire.
Well, if it's not next gen, then what? I know I'm a PS4 Pro owner, so I'm being a little bit hypocritical. But if it's not next gen that's coming out this year, why would you buy a Scorpio at the end of the year when we're likely to start talking about next gen, probably next year?
You'll buy it for the same reason you buy a PS4 Pro, really, just so that you can play games on your shiny
I've got
4K
one of them now,
TV.
though.
Yeah, so if you own a PS4 Pro, like I do, the only reason I got PS4 Pro is because I've got a 4K TV already, so I thought, oh, well, that'll be good.
Yes, ditto. Yeah,
I can get HDR and I can get 4K, and it looks great. I mean, it looks stunning, so it's just a chance for Xbox owners to do the same, play games like Forza. I mean, Forza in HDR looks great on my TV, so I can imagine how good it'll look in 4K on an HDR TV. It'll look fantastic. So it's just that, but it's not going to sell. It's not going to sell tons. Neither is. They're calling it. Whereas maybe what they're going to try and trick people again, because obviously PS4 is called PS4 Pro, so you know it's still a PS4. Whereas Xbox Scorpio, is that its final name? Is that what it's going to be called? Is that just a code name? Are they going to call it Xbox One Scorpio? Because I bet they don't.
Xbox One S.
I bet they don't call it X. I bet it doesn't have Xbox One in the title, even though it's essentially meant to be an Xbox One in 4K with no exclusives. Because if it's not going to have exclusives, and you can still play Xbox One games that come out at retail on the Scorpio and vice versa, then it is an Xbox One essentially. Until it has exclusives, it's not a separate console, is it? So it's just getting confusing.
Yeah, agreed.
Confusing. But we'd see how they market it and all that, and see how it comes out. But it's just weird. This sort of mid-generation, I guess we could call it. They're just copying the iPhone model, where they're just trying to upgrade every year. I wouldn't be surprised if we got another PlayStation.
By the time it comes out, PS4 Pro and the Slim are a year old, so they're either going to completely drive the price into the ground at that point, or go, oh, here's a preview of PlayStation 5, and then a Scorpio is completely redundant, because either it's twice the price of a PS4 Pro, or it's the same price as what could be what is next gen.
Sony's going to do something, that's the thing, and I'm curious what their next move is, because I think it's too soon for like a PS5, because obviously these will only have been out 3 or 4 years.
I think it's 4 years now.
Generally they wait 10 before they release a new console, but I think it'll be a lot quicker than that. So maybe you can't really do it any sooner than 6, I would say.
No, 2019. I reckon it will be. We'll have it in 2019.
Nah, I don't. I think 2020 will have it.
You reckon?
But it could get announced 2019. But so that means 2 years. What's Sony going to do in those 2 years? If Scorpio's a success, what's Sony going to do? Count it, and then Switch. Obviously you can't discount Switch. So what if Switch completely wipes the floor with Xbox and PlayStation? Do they then go, oh,
that's not going to happen, is it?
I know, but that's not going to happen. Say it did, hypothetically, say it did. Would Sony and Microsoft then go, oh look, people really want a device that they can have at home and then take out away with them, and then all of a sudden their whole focus changes?
Yeah, but then their focus didn't change when we wiped the floor with everything, because look where that is now.
Yeah, but that did change a bit though, because Sony brought out Move and Xbox brought out Kinect.
And again, though, where are they now? In the loft.
Yeah, they've gone, but they were a reaction to how successful Wii was.
I think next year at E3 there'll be a PS5 kind of. I reckon next year, 2018. I reckon there will be.
Oh, next year, maybe it's possible. Yeah. I think probably the year after, though. I don't think we'll see one that quickly.
I'm not sure we'll see anything. I just think that they admit to something being worked on. Well, we know it's being worked on. What will
be next, though? That's the thing. You think 4K TVs is out now, but by 2020 we'll have 8K TVs. Then what? Are they going to bring out a console that's 8K
we'll be picking our brains in.
Because it's just, what's going to happen to VR? I mean, Sony's obviously going to announce a new PlayStation VR, probably. How soon? I don't know. But they're obviously on a race to release a wireless one now, because it's ridiculous, the one they've got now. There's just too many cables, and it's stupid. You trip over them, and obviously the visual fidelity in it isn't quite as good as some of the others. So maybe their next step is to improve that and release a wireless one. So we maybe see that at next year's E3, because we won't see it this year's E3 because they've only just released it and it's still out of stock everywhere. But
that's crazy, isn't it?
So E3 2018, I reckon we'll see a wireless one with better visuals.
I was talking to someone today about the stock, and PSVR and PS4 Pro are out of stock everywhere.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I'm glad I got a PS4 Pro before it went out of stock, but the VR, I've been looking... I mean, I'm not really going to get one fast. I've decided just to wait now because, like I say, there's going to be a wireless one eventually. That would suit me much better because if you think about it, if it's wireless and you just need to push a button to turn it on and then it's all on, how amazing would that be? You'd use it much more because, I mean, the other one, I just left all the cables plugged in all the time, but that would mean the HDR didn't work and stuff, which was a bit stupid. So
you've got to think there are investigations into making it wireless because the horror stories I've heard about the wires, it's stupid.
The wireless would be amazing. That would just be, I mean, that would convince me in its own because I'd love to play Job Simulator again once I get an VR. Be great game. But hey, speaking of Job Simulator, that managed to sell. What was it? 3 billion. 3 million.
3 billion.
No, I don't know what.
Everyone bought it 10 times.
$3 million it made in revenue, and it was the best-selling VR game, I believe. So there you go. Told you it was good, didn't I? See?
Yeah.
I know my stuff. Anyway, so that's that. What else do you want to talk about?
Well, we could talk about what else is coming up this year. I put a tweet out on Twitter asking people what their 3 most kind of anticipated games were. I put mine up, and I found it quite hard to put 3 up because it was easy to pick like my 3 next games, but my 3 next games aren't necessarily my most anticipated, if that makes sense. So I tried to spread it out through the year as well a little bit. So I went for Persona 5, which is out April, Uncharted Lost Legacy, which is towards the end of the year, and Shenmue 3 finally is coming out apparently this year. Whether it will or not, I don't know, because Shenmue 1 was delayed forever. So I don't think all of that Kickstarter money will make them work any faster, but I'm really looking forward to Shenmue 3. And a bit of news you missed out was that Sega registered the domains for Shenmue Remastered and Shenmue Game HD or something like that last week.
Yeah, I probably didn't care.
Shut up. I don't know why I'm doing this podcast with you. So that if I could only buy one game this year and probably play it forever, it would be a Shenmue 1 remaster. That would just make my year. It would be amazing.
Yeah, well, we'll see. There's a lot to look forward to this year, actually. I think probably the next game I'm looking forward to the most, just looking through the list now, is Horizon Zero Dawn. I think that just looks so good.
Yeah, a few people mentioned.
But
I don't know whether that's a cheap guess because it's kind of the first big exclusive game to be released this year or not. I don't know if people are genuinely excited for it or just excited because it's exclusive.
I'm excited because it looks good, but there's obviously other games out before that which are new, like For Honor, which is Ubisoft, so I probably won't like it. But it kind of looks interesting-ish. I'll try it. I kind of like Ubisoft games most of the time. I just get a bit annoyed that they don't work half the time.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I do admire their ability to
the tenacity.
Throw out an exclusive, because they do like a sort of not exclusive, like a original IP. I think they are more than most the ones that sort of try and innovate a bit. So we'll see what For Honor's like, and then obviously get what was the other one? Halo Wars 2, which is an Xbox. I quite like the original, but you don't often get games like that anymore, do you? The sort of Command and Conquer style game.
No. No, they're they're PC. I think they're mainly simulations, more PC style.
I'd love a new Command and Conquer game. That'd be awesome on console. Or there was this old game called Dune, which was really cool.
Yeah, I remember Dune. Yeah, I just don't think there's the market for it anymore.
No, it'd be nice. So, so you've got Horizon Zero Dawn looking further on, just a wee bit further on for that, you've got Ghost Recon Wildlands as well. And there's Danganronpa, or whatever you call it.
Danganronpa, yeah.
Danganronpa. Yeah, that looks interesting, does it not?
Yeah, well, it's the third in the trilogy, isn't it? There's already 2 on Vita. Well, there's actually 3 on Vita. There's 2 kind of main ones, and then there's a third-person shooter one.
You've also got a South Park, and I don't know, it's Yooka-Laylee. It's quite a lot of good games come, so I need to change my top 3 most anticipated. If I can't...
Well, do you want to think about it, and I'll read out some of the guys on Twitter, and then you can tie up the segment at the end with your top
right now, because I know what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to Horizon. I'm looking forward to the Uncharted DLC, and I'm looking forward to Everybody's Golf.
Oh, yeah. Will that be this year?
Everybody's Golf is this year, I believe.
Yeah.
But there's so many. There's so
okay,
many
well,
that got good.
These might jog your memory on some. So we've got AD Heath at Demon244 on Twitter's looking forward to Horizon, Persona 5 and Shenmue 3. So he's kind of combined both of ours.
Yeah. Oh, and Battlefront 2, I'm looking forward to that. Oh my god. I don't normally look forward to AAA shooters, but Battlefront 2, I really enjoyed the first one, so I'm hoping they've learnt their lesson and it'll be brilliant. Just throw that in there.
Just in time for the episode 8 in the cinema, I'd imagine.
I'm waiting forward to that.
Zoe_A on Twitter has got Uncharted Lost Legacy, Crash Remastered, and Tekken 7.
Oh, Crash! Forgot about Crash.
Yeah.
That'll be good too. Oh my god, there's too many games. I have no money either. I don't need to get a job.
The _Raider 98, Uncharted Lost Legacy, Horizon, and Crash Insane Trilogy. He's put it would also be awesome if God of War came out this year. I don't know. They've not really shown anything, have they?
It's not coming out this year.
No. _CM Walsh. We've got Uncharted Lost Legacy again, Horizon again, and Walking Dead: A New Frontier.
Is that not out now? Episode 1 and 2 is out now, isn't it?
I don't know what A New Frontier is. I don't know if that's part of the Telltale series or... Oh, yeah, he's put the rest of it. Sorry, yeah.
Oh,
so the other episodes. Harry Barnes, at Harry Barnes. He's got Horizon, Red Dead Redemption 2. Do we reckon that'll be this year? It's about... I think they've probably been working on it since GTA 5 was finished, so I wouldn't be surprised.
I would say they're probably going to release that on its own, say March 2018.
Yeah, get it away from the Christmas rush.
Yeah, because that didn't need to sell at Christmas, a Rockstar game. They could sell it in July, and it would still be one of the best-selling games of the year. So I mean, I think we'll see. I don't see it coming out. I see it coming out separately from most other games, just because they want to make a big deal of it. So I'll go for March 2018, but we'll see.
I've not played the first one, so I probably won't be buying the second one. And he's also put God of War, but that's another one we're not sure about. That's Harry Barnes. And then Real Turnip Lord on Twitter has got Yakuza 0 and Kiwami, but they're 2 different games, but he's counting them as one because they're both Yakuza translations to English. Mass Effect Andromeda and Toukiden 2. Toukiden? I got the first one on Vita, but I've never played it. That's one of the Tecmo Koei's Monster Hunter, basically. And then 2 guys, so KNace9 and ManicMan69 on Twitter, both went for Horizon, Resident Evil, and Mass Effect Andromeda. Andromeda, however you say that. Andromeda. Yeah.
Andromeda sounds good.
So only one mention for Resident Evil 7 there, of which they're hoping to sell 4 million copies. Good luck.
And that's out this year. That's out this month, sorry.
Yeah.
Gravity Rush 2 is out next week.
What's going on with the prices of Gravity Rush 2 pre-orders? I don't know if you've been looking to pre-order it, but it's like 50 quid everywhere. It's ridiculous.
I've no money. I'm going to need to wait till all these games go really cheap and then beg for money somewhere.
Well, how quick did The Last Guardian go down to 25 quid? That was like blink and it was half price. So I wouldn't be surprised if Gravity Rush does that, because they're kind of similar niche kind of titles. But I don't know if it's Brexit or what, but 50 quid for a new game just isn't doesn't seem right. It's not. I know that's an RRP, but
yeah,
when is that?
We'll see what happens. The general prices, it'll be half that price in a couple of weeks' time. So well, a game like Gravity Rush 2, because it won't sell well. I mean, as good as it looks, it won't sell well.
But I'd pre-order it at 40. But I'm not willing to pay more than £40 for a game.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm so used to all these people sending me games over the past 10 years or whatever. And now all of a sudden, that well's dried up.
Maybe do a plea now. If anyone's listening that can send Joe games.
Yeah, send me games so I can review them on the channel. Do it. That well dries up off quickly, and you just go, whoa, all of a sudden I'm nothing to do when I'm used to pulling my head out and worrying that I've got to review about 10 games in a week.
Yeah. Did you pick anything up in the PSN sale over Christmas?
Nah, I've got most of them. Obviously, I've got most of the games that are on it. So,
have you played? I bet you haven't. The Bunker.
Nah.
So you said you got most of them. You don't. Well, have the Bunker.
I was talking about the big games. I wasn't talking about little ones.
It was like £3, and it's a live action point and click game set in a nuclear bunker. It's really good. For £3, it's
maybe I'll try it at some point.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, so I will. So yeah, a lot of good games come out this year, but it's things, and maybe a few more to be announced. Definitely a few more to be announced. So yeah, it's going to be a good one. But it's things, and I'm pretty sure even though Xbox say they won't have any exclusives, they'll probably announce some, won't they?
No, they don't do exclusives, do they? Because they come out on PC as well.
No, but I mean for their Scorpio, there'll probably be a bunch of games announced that are coming out in that are enhanced for Scorpio, and PS4 Pro more likely. So yeah, we'll see how that all goes at the end of the year. Because Microsoft be going off true 4K gaming on Battlefront 2, and Sony will be going 4K whatever on Battlefront.
Here's a conspiracy for you. Okay, what if Sony and Microsoft have both spoken about their kind of upper tier games, and they've both said there won't be exclusives for those consoles? But what's to mean that there won't be an exclusive PS4 Pro and Scorpio game? Because then it's technically not exclusive because it's on both consoles, but it's only working for that kind of upper tier. Could that be a possibility?
Nah, because Microsoft said they wouldn't release any games for the Scorpio that wouldn't work on the Xbox One.
That's their words, is it?
Said that.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll see. I don't know. I don't believe
that could be a way around it.
Don't believe any of it, to be honest. But we'll see. Okay, that's that. Have we got any user questions?
Sadly, not. No.
That was kind of the questions, wasn't it? People telling us what their top 3 was. Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to think.
And what we're looking forward to, but we've kind of covered that as well.
Okay.
We did have a tweet from @JeffPBanks on Twitter kind of suggesting an idea what we could do as a feature on the podcast, because obviously no one's bothering with this trophy rubbish. So he suggested that we've thought of 2 games that we think would be awesome to mash together. So his suggestion was if you mashed Call of Duty with Worms, it would make a really good first-person Worm Carnage game, which would sound interesting.
Oh, I've got a good one. Mash. What's my favourite shooter? I'm not really. Well, the old style Call of Duty before it went all modern and rubbish, when it was just simple gunplay. That sort of that sort of style mixed with Skyrim. So have multiplayer sort of Carnage, but not with guns, with Skyrim characters, so with elves and dwarfs and swords and magic. So instead of shooting each other teams, you team up in a group with your wizard and your cleric and your thief and whatever, and you fight against the other teams who've got the same, so you fight with magic and swords and stuff. How epic would that be? That sounds epic, doesn't it? Oh,
that would be awesome. So my idea, I'd mash No Man's Sky, favourite game of last year, with Dynasty Warriors. So you'd fly to a planet, and then you'd land, and there'd be 1 million like samurais to kill, and then you'd take out them. You'd then own that planet because you'd have killed everybody. Then you'd fly off and fly to somewhere else. So you'd just basically fly around the galaxy, killing all the armies. Could be quite cool.
You could also mix Minecraft with No Man's Sky, which would be pretty cool. Because then you've got all the building. You can just do all that building. And then you could maybe even build a rocket, get in it, and fly off to the next planet. And just make different planets out of Minecraft. That'd be cool.
Also, you could, all the Lego games, they're all mashed up, aren't they? You could just mash up Lego with something else. Like Lego Last of Us.
Oh, Lego Last of Us would be good. Nice games.
All the zombies. That would be amazing. Yeah. Yeah, a Lego Naughty Dog collection. They could do a Lego Naughty Dog, and then you could have an Uncharted game, The Last of Us, and a Crash game.
They'd need to release them as real sets, though.
Yeah, that would be cool as well. If anyone at Lego is listening, get on the phone to Naughty Dog, or vice versa.
Yeah, we're dreaming now. So tell us, what games would you mash up? Let us know on our Twitter. What 2 games would you love to see mashed together?
Yeah.
Okay, right. What have we been playing over Christmas? Because this is the first time we've spoke since Christmas, isn't it?
It is.
So, all I played was Stardew Valley, to be honest. I took the PlayStation with me to Glasgow for 9 days. We went for, and a lot of the time we were just sitting about doing nothing. And so I thought, I'll just play a game. And I took quite a few games with me, but the only one I played was Stardew Valley.
So what did you take, first of all? So what is Stardew Valley better than?
Well, I took Rise of Tomb Raider. I believe I took World of Final Fantasy as well. I don't know why. What else did I take? The Last Guardian I took. I only took The Last Guardian because it was still in the machine.
I took a fair few then.
What else? I took another one. Final Fantasy 15 I think I took as well. But all I played was Stardew Valley. Because it's just so good.
So have you just been doing the same thing on it, though? Just cultivating your farm?
Well, I've done my farm, but you can go mining and you can sort of upgrade all your tools and get animals. So I've got 3 cows and 4 chickens now.
Living the dream.
Make friends, get married and all that, Marky. I'm just enjoying, and it's quite good because they have this community centre, and the community centre asks for certain things that you need to bring it to repair bridges, repair the bus and stuff, so you can travel other places. So I've been trying to get all the stuff for the community centre as well. No, it's brilliant. It's a brilliant game. Really good.
Keeping really busy.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's literally all you've played since we last spoke.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I suppose, though, for you, that's quite nice because you've not been forced to play something to give your opinion on it. You've been able to play what you want. Yeah,
I'm just playing a game and it's just so relaxing. Now, I sometimes get a bit frustrated at games, like Uncharted, whatever, or Call of Duty, whatever it is. Now, when there's sometimes you get stuck at a bit, like in The Last Guardian, I got stuck at this bit and it took me ages to get past it, and I turned it off because I was getting so frustrated with it, and then I think I'd played it for about 2 hours this bit and still never get past it, and I thought, right, that's it, and I turned it off and a half, and then the next day turned it on, played it, done it first time.
Yeah, I know that syndrome. Yeah.
Like, So I mean, sometimes it's just I find myself getting so wound up. When with a game like Stardew Valley, you don't get wound up ever. It's just one of those games you can just sit and play, and the time just flies past. And before you know it, you've played it for 3 hours, and you're like, "Whoa!"
Yeah.
So I do like
Sign of
games.
A good game.
I think it's absolutely brilliant. Really, one of my favourite games, 2016, by a mile.
Awesome. You need to still download Firewatch as well, don't you?
Yeah, I might get out to that eventually.
Yeah. So I've played loads over Christmas. I didn't do any work in the office or freelance, so I got loads of gaming done. So I did do a few tweets out, but first of all, me and Lisa platinumed The Force Awakens Lego Star Wars. So we finished that, which was good. Then in the sale, I bought The Bunker, I bought Virginia, and I bought Overcooked. So we platinumed the Bunker, which, like I said to you, is really good. £3, well worth it. It's a decent point-and-click game, but all the scenes are filmed real time. So there's actors and it's live action, and it's certainly different. And it's a little bit creepy. There's a good atmosphere about it, with it being set in a nuclear bunker, and you're not quite sure if it's supernatural or if it's a serial killer kind of story, and it's a little bit unnerving. So it's well worth the money, that one. And Virginia looks amazing. It's a little bit like Firewatch. It's a walking simulator, you could call it. So you're like an FBI agent, and you're solving you're solving a disappearance of a young boy, but you're also investigating your partner. But there is no text and no speech in it. So we finished it twice to get the platinum, but I couldn't tell you what happens at the end. It just goes mental. It's really odd. So it's a good game, but very strange. I couldn't tell you why.
Did you like Overcooked?
Yeah, I'll get to that. Yeah. So then I platinumed Rise of the Tomb Raider, which was another one to tick off the list. And Overcooked we downloaded on New Year's Eve. My brother and his girlfriend came up, so there was 4 of us. We weren't sure what to do, whether we played board games or whatnot. And then I thought, I remember Joe saying how good Overcooked is. I got some credit for Christmas, so I downloaded it, and we literally probably started playing it at 7:30, finished at 1 minute to midnight, watched the fireworks on telly, put it back on till about 2:30. So
it's good, isn't it, when you're shouting at each other?
Yeah, shouting at the wrong people, swearing at people, shouting for the meat.
What are you doing?
It's brilliant. It's a really good game.
It's even worse with the kids, because half the time they just sit around and you're going, get that, do it. Try not to swear at them.
Yeah, I bet.
It's
brilliant. And we've been playing it just in co-op, because there's only 2 of us that live in the house, so we've just been playing it together on co-op, and it's just as good with 2 of you as it is with 4.
Yeah, definitely. It's really good. It's good fun. So, it's another game that will do well. I think it'll go on to do really well.
Definitely. I bought the pack where you get the DLC included, but I've not even... We're trying to do 3-star all the levels in the standard version first. It's really good. I enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah, like that.
Platinum Lara Croft Go on the Vita. That was a good little game. And I have started Volume as well. I don't know if you probably haven't played Volume either, have you?
No.
It's basically Metal Gear Solid 1 VR missions.
I've got it, I think.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good. And like with his last game, it's Mike Biffle, isn't it? He made Thomas Was Alone.
Yeah.
I don't know, which I love Thomas Is Alone. There's more character.
I really like that. Good game.
Yeah, there's more character in those little blocks than there are in a lot of gaming characters that have faces. Those little guys are great. And Volume, it's got the same voiceover cast, and it's set in... each level is a different room, and the idea is to escape from the room by collecting jewels. And the enemies have the cone vision, like Metal Gear 1, so you've got to sneak around and hide behind desks and stuff, make noise to distract them so you can run behind them. It's a really good little game, and it's solid. In some games you play that are indie games, they're a bit like creaky around the edges, or a bit dodgy. It's a really solid game. That's brilliant. And I played Last Guardian, but only for about 20 minutes, because I've been playing Overcooked and Volume too much. So a proper list of games I've managed to play.
Well, yeah, I've still got a big list to play, to be honest. I've still got tons I could play. Loads, but I've just not got down to it. Well, eventually get down to it.
I figured out, so I mentioned before, there's a couple of games where I need one more trophy for the platinum, and one of them is that Sebastian Loeb Rally. So I figured out yesterday how many races I need to do to get to the 1.3 million experience points. I've got to do 115 more races, and it takes about 10 minutes a race. So that one I've been playing, but I'm trying to do an hour a day kind of thing, just to whittle it down.
You'll get there.
Yeah, exactly. It won't beat me.
Okay, right. I think we've covered everything.
What's out this week? Any games released this week?
Not really, no. I was going to do an out this week video, but there's nothing really of significance that I was really that bothered about talking about, really. So there's nothing at retail really much, to be honest. So I think the next big retail release is probably Gravity Rush 2, then Resident Evil 7. So there we go. Right, are you still there? Is my computer just messed up again? We're doing well. That was the end of the podcast. I've lost Dan. He's disappeared. I'll try and get him back so he can say goodbye. Because why not? Oh, Skype's unavailable. He's coming back again. Guess who's back? Back again. Stop ringing me, Dan. Guess who's back? Dan.
Hello again.
No, I don't know. I think it was my Skype that time. I think it kicked you away.
I think because we were bad-mouthing Microsoft, they've obviously heard, and we're like, well, we're going to cut that Git's Skype.
Don't worry, I done a little song as entertainment.
Sorry, I apologise to the listeners for a very amateur first podcast of the year.
It's not amateur, it's just one of these things.
Yeah.
At least the dog's not barking. Be thankful. Dog's not barking, kids aren't shouting. Not any major disasters.
Skype is doing its best to tell us to stop, but we won't stop. I also remembered whilst I was gone, I got Telltale Batman today as well.
Yeah.
But I haven't obviously started it, but that's another... I've heard you've been playing it, haven't you?
I can say I've platinumed it.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Awesome.
Yeah.
Was it good?
It was alright. Bit glitchy in places where... Very glitchy in places, but it's alright. I like those games, so I'm not complaining too much. Yeah. I think it's quite good, to be honest. Right, is there anything you like to tell our listeners before we go?
Thanks for listening. No, I think
you want them to do.
I don't think I've talked this much before. Not at the moment. Again, if they could tweet us their mashup games, that would be great. I'm trying to organise another competition for everyone. So we've run a few lately. The Battlefield 1 one went down pretty well.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, I saw them when I was away on holiday. I was kind of keeping an eye on the old Twitter. I tried to stay off it for 2 weeks. Twitter, that was my aim. I mainly succeeded. But I saw the competitions when I did look.
I'm trying to get a few more of those sorted for everyone. It's nice to give stuff away, and I like giving away games that we've spoken about that we've played, because then other people can experience it. I did reach out to the publishers of The Bunker, but the Gits haven't got back to me.
Maybe they will. But it'd be good. Maybe we can give away Gravity Rush too if we can go to it.
Yeah, that'd be good.
About that.
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay then. Yep. Don't forget, you can visit our website, squarexo.co.uk. Follow us on Twitter at @square_XO, youtube.com/JohansonWater, and remember to leave us a nice review on iTunes. And yeah, that's it, I think.
Awesome. Yeah, it sounds good to me. Thanks for listening.
All these things. My memory's getting good. It's a bit like, what do you call it? That 3DS game? You would have
brain training.
Yeah.
Dr. someone.
Yeah. Dr. Kamawashi Basha.
That was him, yeah.
Yeah, if you say it long enough, if you say it enough times, you'll remember it, won't you?
It becomes muscle memory.
Okay. Yeah, thanks for listening. We'll see you next time. Don't forget you can subscribe and download and stuff like that. So you can subscribe to us on Podbean as well, can't you? So if you want to do that instead of iTunes, you can do that. So yeah. Okay, thanks everyone. Really appreciate it. Get us to number 1 on iTunes. Maybe we'll make some t-shirts. Pipe dreams.
Yeah. Well, that could be our goal for the year.
Yeah. To get
maybe.
number 1 on iTunes or to make t-shirts.
Well, what one's more achievable, and we'll pick that.
I don't know. We'll
both.
see. Our logo is awesome. Those t-shirts will sell bucket loads. I still want a mug.
I want a mug too. We'll look at doing mugs and giving some away as well, I reckon.
Yeah, it sounds good to me. Okay then. Thanks for joining us then, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.